everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to go over episode 4, 5, and 6 of Andor, and wow, is it getting good. I was loving every one of these episodes. Episode 4 was great. We picked up right where we left off with Cassian going off with Luthen. And I like that he was hesitant, saying, hey, you can get off the ship or you can do this, I can pay you. Andor is going to take the money and join the rebellion. I'm wondering if he's going to really get invested by the end of this or if it'll just be a job for him. We meet Vel Sartha, who Luthen drops Cassian off to, and she's, of course, very hesitant about this plan. I thought it was really interesting that she says to Cassian, who they name Clen in the episode, that he cannot speak of Luthen at all to the other rebels, and I just thought that was a really interesting plot point. I'm really curious how everything is coming together already. It was a really great setting in this episode, being in outer space a little bit and then on this lone planet where this rebel formation is happening. Go to Coruscant and meet Dedra, who is picking up on some of the workings of the rebels and really getting a scope of the world, and seeing the setting was so cool. Also see Serial Karn going back home and the humiliation he's facing from his failures. I'm wondering if Dedra and Serial will join up in a future episode because they seem like similar characters who will be wanting to take down the rebels and Cassian. See Luthen dressing up in his kind of alter ego or his other character. He has this other side that he's playing on Coruscant. He owns a shop with antiques. Seeing him like change character was really cool. It's complete polar opposite from Luthen himself. Mon Mothma arrives looking for artifacts. He takes her into the back room and we find out that she is a part of the rebellion and a huge financial contributor. So I was loving this episode. So I love how the rebels aren't really accepting Cassian. You can kind of see how the relationships have to slowly form. Just the buildup in this episode has been really great. They're planning this big heist of Imperial money and we're just leading into it. In episode 2, we get to see a little bit more of Serial. He is eating cereal with his mother and talking about future job prospects. To feel just kind of the pain that he's going through, and now I feel like he's definitely going to go the vengeful route towards Cassian. I don't think he's going to join him. He's got to be way too upset over everything that's happened to him. I love in this episode we get to see some of the TIE fighters fly over the scenery. Every time I see a TIE fighter I think of Darth Vader, but it's just a cool way to integrate them into the show. It's, we gotta duck, we gotta hide when we see these TIE fighters. See a little more of Dedra, and I like how she's putting these puzzle pieces together, but she doesn't have the whole picture, so she's trying to convince her superiors, hey, there is a plot going on, we've got to be aware, but she doesn't have any concrete evidence. I really felt that Vel Sartha was a great leader in this episode, just seeing all of the team work together, and so I like watching her cover Cassian's tracks too when he gets there. Episode 3 is where the heist actually goes down. They are starting to infiltrate the facility that has all of the money. It's interesting to see them take people captive and how committed they are. They're like, we don't want to kill you, but we will. And I fully believe that. They're not totally running on grid here or wanting to do everything completely right. Like, if we have to kill people, we will. It was just very suspenseful and enjoyable watching them infiltrate this facility. I was just enjoying the action and the final buildup that we've had these past few episodes. They do get discovered and have a fight, and they get a good amount of the payload. This episode is called The Eye because of the celestial event that is happening while they're in the midst of this heist. And it was so cool seeing them escape in the ship and all the visuals. The doctors are really interesting character. It reminded me a bit of Total Recall with him and the double arms. Skeen and Cassian are outside, and he suggests that they just take the payload for themselves and split it. He turns out to be a dirty character, which I'm kind of surprised because in episode 5, he was really angry at Cassian and trying to call him out. And then he turns out to be the one who's betraying everyone. But we end this episode with Cassian saying he wants to take his cut of the money and go. I'm really wondering where they're going to go next with this because it appears that is what happened. And the ending scene is Luthen finding out about the successful heist, and he is laughing as we cut to black. I really enjoyed every minute of all 3 of these episodes. You guys were so right about this show building up. They did a really great job with the sets and the scenery and the characters. This is what it should be. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next week for episodes 7, 8, and 9. I also have Alien Romulus coming up. I'm going to see that tonight, so I will be reviewing that tomorrow and getting these up for you guys. I will catch you in the next one.